Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. This is take 4. Yes, the first two I weren't happy with, and then the one that I decided I was going to put my foot down with, the cat decided to step in, so I had to move her out the room, if you like. So we're on take 4. We've got another beer review for you, and it's one from the Heineken sub, or the Krupp sub, if you like. It's a French blonde ale, and it's Pelforth, coming at 5.8%. Now, I got this with 25% off. I'm not sure how much I paid for it, to be honest. About £8, something like that. So I'm not sure how much it would be. It's about £12, I think, something like that. What I paid for it, I can't remember. About £8.50, I don't know. But yeah, it's over there in the machine. It's all chilled, ready to go. I've had one glass of it already, just a little 250ml glass of it. But yeah, I'll pause the video in a minute. We'll go over there, do a video of the pour, come back and crack on. So here we are. Make sure that fits under. That fits under. As you can see, the green light is on. No Pelforth glass, unfortunately. So we're going with the All the Beer No Idea one. Let's give her a pour. Stop her there. And it looks like the glass needs a clean. So we're back. Give the glass a tap, because clearly my glass isn't clean enough, which is a little bit naughty. So like I say again, Pelforth from the Heineken sub, 5.8%, purchased from Beerwolf at 25% off when I got it. I think I paid around the £8 mark. I'm not going to do all the maths. It's normally around 12, I think, something like that. It could even be a little bit less. So beer in a glass. There we go. It's looking like a blonde ale. It's got a bit of chill haze on the glass there. There we go. Little golden blonde looking colour. As you'd expect, we've got about a finger and a half of a nice compact fluffy head. Now, this isn't the greatest glass for beer, to be honest. It's not nucleated. But there are a few bubbles going up, and the head normally dies down. But that seems to be sticking around nicely. So it looks pretty decent. Let's dive in with the nose and see what we get out of it. Yeah, I mean, certainly on the nose, for me, it's got that feel of a lager on the nose, which I think sort of a blonde ale is kind of, you know, lager-esque, if you like. But it also has that, not only sort of like a typical sort of lager, not typical lager. Not only does it have a bit of a lager aroma, but it also has that sort of typical blonde aroma to it as well. There's, and I would say blonde as in the sort of sense of, say, a Belgian thing. You're getting that sort of little slight hoppy, yeasty kind of thing going on. It is a little bit different to a Belgian blonde for me, certainly on the nose and that. Probably because it's French, and the French, you know, quite frankly, they do everything their own way, don't they? So anyway, stop waffling on. I was losing track where we're going. Pelforth Blonde Ale, out of France, from the sub, 5.8%. Cheers, everyone. And yeah, nice enough. Let's do me body stuff and all that I do first, and then we'll come into tasting notes. With a nice head on the beer, it does add some smoothness, a little bit of sort of the feel of weight to it as well. It makes it feel like it's got a bigger body. But underneath that, when you do drink it, you do feel it literally as the liquid, and it has got quite a good body on it. It's not the most exciting body. Some bodies sort of do sort of get you a little bit excited and think, ooh, yeah, that's good. This is a good body without sort of wowing you or giving you any excitement. Certainly better when the head's on the beer. Nice and smooth. minimal carbonation. Yeah, minimal carbonation. What is there is very small bubbles. Does leave a little sprightly fizz on the palate. Nice and smooth, nice and drinkable, easy enough to go down, especially at 2 degrees in the sub. Now on the taste. Now the more I'm drinking it, the more it is changing. But my initial taste of it, I would say, I'm thinking, yeah, it's a little bit bland. It is lager-like. There's not a lot going on. And you drink it, and that kind of gives it a crisp, sort of refreshing quality about the beer. On the back end is where it sort of comes into its own a little bit. Like I say, you get that sort of, again, from the first sort of mouthful, things are changing still. Lager-like. Now, for me, you're getting a bit of a graininess to it, a hoppy note. You're sort of getting that lager feel, but the grainy note and the hoppiness is there. A little bit of a spiciness as well. And the spiciness, sort of spicy pepperiness is lager-like, if you like. Yeah, now that sort of lager thing, it's still there, but it's being more overtaken. And it's very much a grain feel. Malty, grainy. And just leaves you with that sort of blonde ale feel. The sort of yeasty notes and what have you are kind of there, but they're sort of very minimal. It's more of a grainy kind of feel. Excuse me. Not really sweet. There is a slight sweetness in it. And that's a grainy sort of sweetness. It has that slight feel of maybe a left sort of sweetness in it. But it drinks more like a lager for me. So what you're getting is it's the drinkability of a lager with that little bit of extra sort of flavour of a blonde ale. 5.8%. Quite frankly, it's nowhere. It's nowhere. And again, the more you drink it, you do get a lovely sort of spicy pepperiness to it, with that, which is very much the lager feel, if you like, but you've got the graininess of a blonde ale. What do I think of it? It's nice. It's got it's a little bit of one of them that isn't too taxing on the brain. It's one you can drink without thinking about too much, but isn't so plain that you sit there and think, oh, this is a bit dull. Because I think what you get from this beer is it all sort of comes in afterwards. So your initial sort of taste, you might think, oh, it's a bit dull. And then it all starts evolving, and the more your palate adjusts to it, the more you pick up them flavours. But I like it. I think it's quite a decent beer. It's not a wow kind of beer, but it is a nice drinkable beer. Yeah, I'd recommend it. Give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been a little bit of a stuttery video, but hey ho, that's the way it goes sometimes. Look after yourselves, and I may well see you on another one. Cheers.